The story begins with a father, Yuichi Kimura, sitting sadly by his son's hospital bed. His son is in a coma after being pushed from the top floor of a supermarket by a stranger. The heartbreaking sight fills Yuichi with anger, and he vows to take revenge. Determined to find the person responsible, Yuichi boards a bullet train traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto. On the train, Yuichi encounters a young woman who calls herself the Prince. She seems harmless, with an innocent smile and a calm demeanor. But beneath her friendly appearance lies a cold-blooded assassin. Without warning, the Prince stuns Yuichi by electrocuting his neck, leaving him unconscious. Meanwhile, another assassin named Ladybug boards the same train. Ladybug's mission is to retrieve a suitcase from the train. However, the suitcase is guarded by two other assassins, Lemon and Tangerine. These two are also tasked with protecting the son of a notorious Yakuza leader, known as the White Death. Lemon and Tangerine, despite being skilled killers, spend most of their time bickering like siblings. As Lemon and Tangerine chat, they fail to notice Ladybug sneaking past them and stealing the suitcase. When they finally realize it's missing, they split up and frantically search the train to recover it. Elsewhere on the train, Yuichi regains consciousness. The Prince reveals a shocking truth. She was the one responsible for harming Yuichi's son. She even admits to hiring another assassin to carry out the attack. Furious but helpless, Yuichi is forced to listen as the Prince explains her plan. At that moment, she mentions that a secret suitcase on the train belongs to the White Death, and she proposes they work together to retrieve it. She also shares the White Death's dark backstory. Once a loyal member of the Yakuza, he betrayed and killed his leader, taking over the organization and turning it into one of the most feared criminal groups in Japan. Meanwhile, Lemon and Tangerine return to their seats, but are horrified to find the son of the White Death dead, blood streaming from his eyes. Panic sets in as they realize they've failed to protect both the suitcase and the Yakuza leader's son. In another part of the train, an assassin called the Wolf boards with revenge on his mind. The Wolf's past is tragic. On his wedding day, his bride and all the guests were poisoned and died suddenly. The signs of their death match those of the White Death's son, leading the Wolf to believe it's the work of the same killer. While searching for answers, the Wolf encounters Ladybug and mistakenly assumes he is the culprit behind his wife's death. Fueled by rage, the Wolf attacks, stabbing a knife into Ladybug's chest. Luckily, Ladybug is wearing protective gear, so the blade doesn't hurt him. The two engage in a chaotic fight, but in a twist of fate, the Wolf accidentally throws his knife, and it bounces back, stabbing him in the chest. At the first stop, Ladybug rushed to leave the train. His mission was simple: steal the suitcase and get out. But as he approached the door, he spotted Lemon standing guard, blocking his way. Realizing he couldn't leave unnoticed, Ladybug quickly backed away. In his retreat, he accidentally bumped into someone wearing a giant doll costume. To his surprise, the mysterious figure snatched the suitcase. Ladybug, acting fast, managed to grab it back. With no chance to exit the train, Ladybug called his boss, Maria, to report the situation. Over the phone, Ladybug explained to Maria that he was indeed present at the Wolf's wedding but insisted he wasn't the one who poisoned the guests. After ending the call, Ladybug hid the suitcase and approached Lemon for a chat. However, Lemon believed Ladybug was the one who killed the White Death's son, leading to a heated fight. Ladybug tried to keep things quiet, mindful of the other passengers on board. In the scuffle, Ladybug punched Lemon hard in the face, knocking him unconscious. Afterward, Ladybug went to retrieve the suitcase, but was startled when a snake, known as the Boomslong, slithered out of it. Terrified, Ladybug left the snake alone and ran off. Realizing that Tangerine had recognized his disguise, Ladybug decided to outsmart him by giving his hat and glasses to another passenger, hoping to throw him off. Meanwhile, Tangerine and Lemon received word that the White Death's men would inspect the suitcase and his son at the next stop. Determined to fix things, Tangerine got off the train to report the situation, while Lemon stayed behind, making the White Death's son appear alive by propping him up and pretending everything was fine. Elsewhere on the train, Yuichi and the Prince discovered the suitcase hidden by Ladybug. Working together, they opened it and planted a bomb inside. At the same time, Ladybug crossed paths with Tangerine, leading to an intense fight in the train's kitchen. During their battle, Tangerine got a call, reminding him that the White Death's men would check the suitcase at the next stop. Seeing an opportunity, Ladybug proposed they team up to face the White Death's men together. When the train reached the next station, Tangerine and Ladybug got off, carrying a decoy suitcase to distract the White Death's men. But Ladybug, acting recklessly, accidentally pressed a button on the suitcase. As a result, the suitcase popped open, exposing its empty contents. This revealed Lemon and Tangerine's failure to protect the real suitcase. Back on the train, Ladybug managed to kick Tangerine off. But Tangerine, refusing to give up, climbed back into the train through a window. Meanwhile, Lemon encountered the prince and Yuichi. Using his sharp intuition, Lemon realized the suitcase was in their hands. With her innocent demeanor, the prince lied, claiming she was a victim and that Yuichi had stolen the suitcase. Enraged, Lemon shot Yuichi and dragged his body into the bathroom to hide it. While hiding Yuichi's body, Lemon noticed a gun inside the prince's bag. Realizing he'd been tricked, Lemon confronted her. Cornered, the prince shot Lemon and stashed his body in the bathroom alongside Yuichi. At the same time, the mysterious doll figure reappeared and removed its oversized head. Inside was a woman named the Hornet, another assassin. It was revealed that the Hornet was the one who poisoned the guests at the Wolf's wedding and killed the White Death's son. Shortly after, Ladybug finally came face-to-face with the Hornet. At that moment, the Hornet attempted to inject poison into Ladybug, but he acted quickly and grabbed the antidote to save himself. In the struggle, Ladybug managed to inject the poison into the Hornet's arm instead. Meanwhile, Tangerine was searching for Ladybug, but stumbled upon the lifeless bodies of Lemon and Yuichi in the bathroom. Overwhelmed with grief and anger, he vowed to avenge Lemon's death. Not long after, Tangerine ran into the prince. She pretended to be a helpless and innocent young woman, hoping to trick him. However, just as she was about to leave, Tangerine noticed the Dizzle logo on her back. That small clue revealed the truth. She was the one who had killed Lemon. Furious, Tangerine tried to kill her, but Ladybug arrived just in time and unknowingly protected the prince. Fooled by her innocent act, Ladybug accidentally killed Tangerine during the commotion. At the next station, Ladybug tried to convince the prince to leave the train. However, she pretended her bag was stuck in the seat, delaying their departure. Ladybug, unable to leave her behind, climbed back onto the train, and the journey to Kyoto continued. While on the train, Ladybug and the prince encountered Yuichi's father, known as the Elder. As they talked, Ladybug was suddenly bitten by the Boomslong snake, which had reappeared. He quickly went to the restroom, caught the snake, and locked it in a cabinet. During this time, the Elder revealed some shocking news. He informed them that all of the prince's men had been killed by his own allies. Terrified by the revelation, the prince ran away in panic. Once Ladybug dealt with the snake, he returned to his seat and continued the conversation with the Elder. At that moment, the Elder shared his tragic past, explaining why he held a grudge against the White Death. Long ago, the White Death had massacred the Yakuza and their families, wiping out everyone. The Elder lost his wife during this brutal attack, but he managed to save his son, Yuichi. Now, the Elder was determined to take revenge on the White Death and asked Ladybug to help him. Later, they found Yuichi and Lemon, who were both still alive. Although injured, they were conscious. Lemon, however, was furious to learn that Tangerine had been killed. While Yuichi and Lemon were being treated, tensions flared between Lemon and Ladybug. Lemon blamed Ladybug for Tangerine's death, while Yuichi angrily reminded Lemon that he had been the one to shoot him earlier. The argument grew heated until the Elder stepped in, urging everyone to focus on the bigger threat, the White Death, who would be waiting for them at the final stop. When the train arrived at Kyoto Station, the White Death and his men were already there. Ladybug stepped out to hand over the suitcase and was immediately taken hostage. Meanwhile, inside the train, the White Death confronted the prince. Surprisingly, the prince revealed that she was his daughter, a child he had neglected and ignored. Filled with resentment, the prince declared her intention to kill the White Death herself. But the White Death was no ordinary man. He was a skilled and ruthless killer, not someone who could be defeated so easily, especially not by the prince. Showing no hesitation, the White Death ordered his men to search the train and eliminate anyone still alive. Before leaving, he turned to Ladybug and revealed a shocking truth. He was the one who orchestrated everything, bringing all of them together on the bullet train. It was revealed that the White Death had a plan all along. He gathered all the assassins on the train and even sacrificed his own son, hoping they would kill each other. His ultimate goal was revenge against the person he believed had killed his wife, a male assassin named Carver. However, the White Death mistakenly thought Ladybug was Carver. As the White Death aimed his gun at Ladybug, his men opened the suitcase. But unknown to them, the prince had planted a bomb inside. As a result, the suitcase exploded, triggering a massive blast that sent both Ladybug and the White Death flying across the train carriage. At the same time, the Elder and his allies seized the opportunity to launch their attack on the White Death's men. Meanwhile, Lemon was tasked with driving the train as the chaos unfolded. Ladybug eventually found his way to the train's control center, where Lemon was desperately trying to figure out how to stop the train. Both of them looked utterly confused, having no idea how to bring the speeding train to a halt. Elsewhere, the Elder and the White Death finally came face to face. The two fought fiercely, their long-standing hatred driving every move. Blades clashed, and the fight grew more intense with each passing moment. Just as the White Death prepared to deliver the fatal blow to the Elder, Ladybug and Lemon managed to stop the train. However, the sudden halt caused the train to veer off track, crashing violently. In the end, the White Death met his demise, not at the hands of the Elder, but from a shot fired by the prince. However, her victory was short-lived, as the prince was hit by a speeding truck and killed instantly. The film concludes with Ladybug, Yuichi, and the Elder surviving the ordeal. As they caught their breath, a power pole suddenly fell, nearly crushing Ladybug. But in a twist of fate, Maria appeared just in time to save him. In a final reveal, the driver of the truck that hit the prince turned out to be none other than Lemon, who had also survived the crash. So the moral of the story is, if you're on a train full of assassins, just assume everyone's either plotting revenge or hiding a deadly snake in their luggage. Life's crazy, so maybe take the bus next time.